All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I would like to give all praises and infinite glory unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule and teach well, and peace and safety to the Akim that spread across the four corners of the world, dispatching out this truth with all diligence and putting their lives on the line to do so. This is the brother Karachazai out of the GMS Atlanta camp, here with the lesson going in on the topic of the law, and the commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua endure forever. And we touched, on this a little at camp, yesterday with, one of the officers speaking. I just wanted to, basically put my 2 cents in, so to speak, go further into it because, it is guys, men out there, who say, that the laws are done away with, which the scriptures don't say that, and ultimately that shows you, how, they basically don't want to bow down, to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua because keeping the laws and statutes and commandments to the best of our abilities, that's something that you should want to do, especially, in this wicked world, that we live in. That's why, I believe it was one of the brothers at camp speaking yesterday saying, it grieves us when we find ourselves going off, just showing you that, you should want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, man. But without too much rambling, this is, I'm going to start off with Psalms, the 19th chapter. I'm going to go back into the book of Baruch, but this is Psalms 19, and I'll start at verse 7. It says, the law of the Lord Yahweh is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making the wise simple. The statutes of the Lord Yahweh are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord Yahweh is pure, enlightening the eyes. So the law, statutes, and commandments are right. It says rejoicing the heart. We're supposed to, like the scripture tell us in First Timothy, the fourth chapter, to meditate upon these things. That makes your heart, which is your mind, rejoice, man. It feels good, when we're here in Babylon, to try to keep a Sabbath day, man. To try to keep a new moon or, the Pentecost, the Feast of Dedication, the Day of Atonement, the Passover. It feels good when we keep those things, man. So why, wouldn't you want to do it? And that shows you that, guys, they don't have the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Because how can you read, or so-called read this book and get into it and believe that or think, that you shouldn't, keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Now, can we keep all, I believe it's 633 commandments? Can we keep all of them? No, but why? Because we're in slavery, man. We're being, oppressed by our enemies. So everything, that they put out is basically adverse to the scriptures, So, but can we keep all the laws, statutes, and commandments? No. But should we try, your best to? Of course, man. But because at the end of the day, we are saved by, by grace and not by keeping the laws. But you should still try to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. Now, back in the book of, matter of fact, I'll grab one more quick one before I go to the Baruch. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, and verse 23. It says, for the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. And whenever, you have a lamp or light in darkness, it's your direction, man. You ever hear the saying, follow the light? The commandment is our direction, man. It's our way to salvation, because we say it all the time, just by keeping, the 10 Commandments, you know, uh, everything else basically will fall into place, man. And ultimately, Lord willing, you receive salvation, you know. But it says, for the commandment is a lamp and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. You see? So the law, statutes, and commandments is a way of life, man. And guys, they're not willing, to sacrifice, a Sabbath day. They're not willing to sacrifice a day, to keep the new moon, or whatever the case may be, or still want to eat, abominable food, or commit adultery, because they're not willing to let those things go, man. But hey, the scriptures say that the Lord's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So he sees everything, man, whether you believe it or not. So this is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. It's basically stating that, the laws are not done away with. It says, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that shall keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. And that's really the separation between the elect 144,000 and the 2/3. The elect is going to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to forever, but hey, the 2/3 of our people, they're gonna sway further and further away from it, man. That's why Jacob's in the predicament that they're in now. Because they don't abide by the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father, man. Especially the guys that so-called in the truth. I think that they're so-called teaching somebody. And you telling people, that you don't have to go by the laws. You just hey, the scriptures say if the blind lead the blind, let them both fall into the ditch. Roughly paraphrasing, man. But the point of the matter is the laws, are endures forever, man. The laws are not done away with. So this is the book of Luke, chapter 16. In verse 7, matter of fact, I'm going to get it in the blue there so I can go. Yeah, that's the spirit. I had it up. This is book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 17. It says, and it is easier for heaven and earth to pass than one tittle of the law to fail. You see? And when you go into the word tittle,
Strong's G 2762, Keriah. Thayer's Lexicon, related entry, Keriah.
All right, so I'm going to just go straight to the point. It says, in point A, it says, Yahweh Shai used it of the little lines or projections by which the Hebrew letters, in other respects similar, differ from one another. The meaning is not even the minutest part of the law shall perish. You see? So when you read the precept, it says, and it is easier for heaven and earth to pass than one tittle of the law to fail, or one minute part of the law to fail, man. So we're still supposed to try to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to this very day, man. And that's coming straight from the scriptures, man. So what are these guys talking about, man? And that's clear cut and straight to the point, man. But this is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 18. It says, basically, the same precept as I read in the book of Luke. But it says, for verily I say unto you, to heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and so teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called the great in the kingdom of heaven, man. So, Hey, starting here, of course, with the apostles and elders of GMS, do we not teach, that you should try to keep the law, statutes, and commandments? It says they're going to be called great in the kingdom of heaven, joint heirs with the Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. But it also states that whosoever shall break one of these and shall teach men so shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven, man. So the scriptures is real evident if the Lord has given you the understanding, man. It's plain and simple, man. If you teach the laws, and that you're supposed to keep them, you're going to be called great in the kingdom of heaven. If not, and you teach that you shouldn't keep the laws, you're going to be called least in the kingdom of heaven, man. The Lord always give you that he's very simple, but and understanding. But Jake, tries to make everything hard, man. Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, it says made it plain upon the table. Matter of fact, I'll get that real quick, so I won't butcher it. It says Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, in chapter 2, verse 2. I'm going straight to the point. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it," man. It says make it plain upon the table, man. Jake tries to make this thing hard, man. It says plain, which is ba'ar in the Hebrew. It says to make plain, distinct, to make clear, to declare. It says letters on the tablet, man. And that's what we're doing now, man. If you have if the Lord had opened your eyes to the truth, and you see, and you watch the brothers at GMS lessons, it should be plain and understanding, man, and simple, straight to the point, But Lord willing, that lesson was edifying. That was pretty much all I had. I just wanted to touch on that. Lord willing, it was edifying. I'm going to go ahead and close out by giving all praises and infinite glory unto Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, by Shem Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule and teach well. Until next time, I say shalom.